everybody. This is Karen with Fiber Hearts. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year's Eve day. Yay! So, yeah, we're kind of being low key, right? Living in California, there's not that much to do. Can I just tell you? So, again, we're pretty much on lockdown here. We probably will be on lockdown for eternity. So, I guess, I don't know. They don't let you out of the house. I always say if you go out of the house without your mask on, your neighbors can come over and tase you. So, that's how it feels around here. Anyhow, Christmas was great. Brian and I had a good Christmas. Apparently, we don't need a whole lot to entertain ourselves. So we laughed our way through Christmas, even though there was only 3 of us, his mom and the 2 of us. And we just had a good old time, watched movies, enjoyed ourselves, ate all the snacks, and had Chinese food. Yes, that's right. Did not cook the big meal. No. So we got Chinese food. Us and the Jews, we figure, had Chinese food on Christmas. And it was good. No cleanup, It was yummy. So that was a great idea. I think we're going to do that again, actually. We might do that tonight. I don't know what Brian wants to do for New Year's Eve, so we'll see. Anyway, but we're doing good. We had presents to open and fun things to do. And thank you for all the cards that you sent. You guys are the best. And I know we were sending out some cards too. So spreading the love, spreading the cheer. And man, 2020 is almost over. Here's hoping that 2021's a little bit easier on all of us, huh? Been doing a lot of grocery shopping, bringing that in. So getting grocery shopping online and delivering it to the house is, it's easy and convenient, but, I don't understand why they don't have things. So, Joann's is getting that way too, right? You go to order something and it's all on the site, it's all ready to go, and you're put it in your cart. And they come, and then here's the whole list of things that they weren't able to fulfill. And they're supposed to call you and tell you, hey, we were out of this, can we substitute this, whatever. We check mark on there, yes, you can, call us or you can substitute or whatever. Half the time they do it, and half the time they don't do it. So, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason. I think we're going to try a different outfit here. And see how they do, if they can do a little better. Because I don't understand if you don't have it. And I'm talking, we tried to order it 3 times in a row, 3 deliveries, and they never had it. So why is it on your website? Anybody? So anyway, this modern life, right? Been kind of taking a little vacay here, it's a little slack time for Style Dots, yay. And so the warehouse is closed. The gals took this week off. We did physical inventory where they literally count each piece. 1, 2, 3. So each piece of jewelry, they did a physical inventory, so that's good, and it came out pretty good. So, when you can have whatever your online bookwork says and whatever your, your warehouse says, and if they match, hallelujah, right? So did that and kind of did some end of the year stuff. And then today I'm gonna go clean out my office. I'm gonna organize and get ready for the new year in my office so that come Monday morning it'll be like, yeah, this looks great. That's the hope anyway. Brian's doing a little work here and there. Neither one of us are real busy right now, so that's good. And been crocheting. So let's see, what should I show you first? I got a finished object, made a lapgan, and this is some Joann's. No, it's Caron Jumbo in the Ocean. I think it's called Ocean. It was variegated, right? So this is a C2C, and I put a little white border on there. I thought that really made it pop. So I like my. It's made it double thick, so it's a little bit heavier, but I think it's going to be really nice. And I sure do like the colors. The colors are fun. You guys see all that? It's got the blues and the greens and the creams and the. It's supposed to be ocean colors, people. Okay, and the teals. So that was fun. So this is a C2C I did with just this little. I watched the Secret Yarnery, and she showed you how to put a border on a C2C. Wasn't really that hard once you figured it out. And you just go around with the same yarn that you used, and you make basically a chain. So you start in this little gap here, chain 2, put in a little chain or a little single crochet there, chain 2. So you make these little like chain holes. And then you go around with your border and you do a granny stitch. And then you like do a couple extra in the corner to make it be able to do a corner. So anyway, whipped up pretty fast. Nice and comfy and thick and fun. I think that'll be somebody's cute lapgan. Give them a hug. So I'll be sending that. I called the Project Linus folks here. I didn't call them. I emailed them. That's all they had, I think. I emailed them here local, and I live in I live close to 2 counties. I am 2 counties. So I live in Yolo County and Sacramento County. So I could go either way, right? So I contacted both chapters, and the only one that got back to me was the Yolo, and they said they're looking for blankets, and I said, well, okay. Well, what size? What size? And she's like, oh, any size. It has to be 36 by 36 for baby or bigger. So anything, once you pass 36 by 36, it qualifies. I'm like, well, okay. All right. So I'm making a blanket for them. I am working on another one, another little, I don't know, I think this is going to end up being a lapgan. I think because of how much yarn I have left, but I decided I would do the lark's foot. So this is the lark's foot pattern, and I think this is going to end up being a lapgan. It's about 42 inches wide, and I think I'm going to get out of this cake. I think I'm going to get about 10, maybe a little more inches. So it'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 by 40 something. So I think that'll work out good. Anyways, this is the Mandala Happy, right? Remember these? I don't know if they have them anymore. I'm not sure if Happy is still their colorway, but they're fun. They're bright, cheerful colors. I don't know what's going on with me and the spring colors lately. So, it's winter time, and I feel like I need to be making spring blankets. So, oh well, cheers me up, right? So this is fun, little lark's foot, kind of. You guys ever seen that where it goes down? You stack 2 chains, 1 gaps, kind of holes or whatever, and then the 3rd row you go down to that bottom one and you pull up, and so kind of makes that. Anyway, so that's fun. I've been working on that, and I love the color changes. And there's a couple of changes mid-row, but not too many. Most of them have been kind of on the end or close to it, so not too many. But this is one of those, right, that just changes color. It doesn't ombre or it doesn't give you a heads up that, oh, by the way, we're gonna change drastically. It just changes, and then and that's that. So I'm just kind of letting it flow, but I think it's flowing pretty good. Not too like, oh my gosh, that looks terrible, or anything like that. So I'm just letting it go. So far, so good. And this one little cake You know, I got about this much left over of this one little cake. So I think I'm going to get 10, maybe if I'm lucky, 12 inches. I would, yeah. So somewhere in there. Watch, it'll be 11 inches, right? So, okay. And that's fine. That's about right. At least I don't know, that's about the size I like to make. So, other finished objects. You remember when we sent those goodies in for Amber and Bonnie over at Strawberry Crochet, Strawberry Crochet, and Amber at Ooh Ah Crochet, and they were collecting items for the school over there in South Dakota. Anyway, Brian and I sent them a whole bunch of mittens, and we sent them little backpack buddies and monsters and stuff like that. That was fun. Anyway, we won a prize. Woohoo! And so we got 2 skeins of Hometown. I don't remember what, because you know how Hometown tells you a town. I don't remember what town it was, but it was I think it was Portland. I think that's what it was. I think it was Portland. And this is a nice, beautiful wine color. See that? This is almost done. It's a cowl. It's a 1-button cowl. Okay, and so I need to put the button on. I haven't put the button on yet, so I need to put the button on it. I thought it was done, and then I picked it up, and I'm like, well, where's the button? And I'm like, oops, forgot to put the button on there. Anyways, used up both skeins. And I sure like the color. I thought that was a pretty wine color. Yep. So that's going to be a fun little cowl to have. Used kind of a, like, she called it the Drunken Granny. I think this is Fiber Flux. And she called it the Drunken Granny Stitch. So it's like a granny stitch, but it's got a big loop on the side, and so each one goes kind of crooked. It's kind of cool. All right, so there's that. And then I was working on the Hometown. I want to say this is Tampa for some reason, but it's a bright, bright red. And I was making some red scarves. There was an organization looking for red scarves and for Valentine's, and so I made a couple. So there's this one, and this is the V stitch. This is just a big old V stitch. So the Lion Brand Hometown, and then I made another one, but I wanted it to be a little bit longer than that one, and so I made it a little thinner, not so wide, and it did. It turned out nice and long, really long. This is going to be somebody's almost super scarf, a super scarf. So, anyway, again, love the color. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. I thought that was a gorgeous red. Gorgeous red. So, I've been crocheting right along. Little projects here and there. So, I want to make some more of those red scarves and send them on their way. Now my little avalanche is falling down. I still been working on my rounds for my little blanket I'm doing. I've been working on the rounds. Okay, and I'm turning those rounds into squares. So I'm gonna turn all these into squares, and then I want to lay them all out and then figure out, because I want to do the what do they call that? The connect while you go thing. I want to try that. So again, this is from the Secret Yarnery, and she shows you how to turn around into a square, which is a little bit tricky. There's one corner where you if you don't get that, if you don't crochet in the right spot, it looks like there's 2 spots you can crochet and to make that corner, but really there's only, you're right, there's a true corner and there's a fake corner. You got to make sure you're putting that corner right in that true corner. So anyway, it's a little tricky, but I think by the time you do these, right, you're gonna pretty much have figured that out, I would hope. But I'm almost done. I got a couple more colors I want to add to the mix, so I'm working on that. It's a circle. It's not really that. It's like you're making a hat, only you don't keep going. Speaking of hats, so I'm making a hat here. This is the Yarn Bee. The Yarn Bee Katerina. And so I wanted to make an adult hat. And these are nice and soft. Super, super softy yarn. Just half doubles all the way around. Half doubles, and then you keep going, and then you keep adding half doubles, and then you just keep going. And then there's more half doubles. Anyway, so I made it to where I would make the amount of stitches where I would make a adult hat. Well, then this is turning out to be it's going to be like 18 inches around, which is kind of young adult, teen, junior high. Not really as big as I wanted to make it. And I was like, dang it, why is this not turning out? Why is this not turning out? I will tell you why this is not turning out. Because this is a 3-weight yarn. All right. It's not my normal 4-weight yarn. I'm like, Karen, this is 3-weight. That's why it's turning out smaller, you silly gal. So anyway, I intended all along, I want you to know, to make a 18-inch hat. So just thought I'd let you know. So anyway, that's kind of my projects I've been working on. It's been good. Life happenings. I'm vegan. If you didn't hear from the last video, yeah, I took a health class. I learned all sorts of things about myself and health and nutrition, things I did not know. And I thought I was pretty learned on the subject, but having had dieted my whole entire life, you learn some things. But it was good. It was normally a live-in class. It's a 10-day live-in class, but nobody's living in because of the COVID. So anyways, it was pretty intensive. But anyway, learned all sorts of things and found out that dairy is not my friend. Dairy might be somebody else's friend, but it's not my friend, which I kind of knew. I kind of suspected because my mother told me that even when I was a kid, I didn't want milk. I didn't want, I was like, no. I was always that way. I didn't care for that. I can eat cheese, though. I do miss the cheese. That's probably what I miss. But, sitting down to a bowl of ice cream or whatever, I'd get halfway through it, and then I'd be like, yeah, that's enough. That's all I got. And I'm not really a sweets person naturally. I can leave go to sweets, although I didn't really this, Christmas time with cookies and people were sending me goodies and all that. And, I feel obliged that I need to participate in that. So I'm more of a savory person. Set me down to a bowl of taco chips and look out, sister. Okay, taco chips and salsa. Anyway, so I've been doing the vegan thing, and Mr. B's been doing the keto thing. So we are so funny together. So this morning, I woke up, I had my oatmeal with my berries and my fruit and all that, and it was super yummy. And Brian had an omelet with cheese on it. And then I think he had cottage cheese on the side. He said he needed to eat up the cottage cheese. Okay. And so we are two funny birds right now. We go to order at the restaurants and we're like, okay, we need tofu in this and this, take out this. We need the brown rice and da-da-da. Okay, and what I need is I don't need any rice. I need, No breading, no whatever, you know. And we'll go to, if we go to a restaurant, right now we can't. If we go to a restaurant, right, we'll get the plates, and then we're like, I'll pass this to him, he'll pass that to me. All the different things that he can't eat and I can't eat. Oh gosh, leave it to us, right? Oh well. So, you might be seeing I'm hoping to make a couple of videos of some of the things I'm making. Even if you're not vegan or whatever, who knows? You know, you might want to add a little more veg. Nothing wrong with adding a little more veg to your life. I'm not a real, I don't believe everybody. Having dieted this long in my life, let me just tell you, I do not believe that one diet fits everybody, okay? No. You got to figure out what works for you and then carry on, my friend. So, I would have never guessed a million years that, and so far it seems to be working, right? I would never guess veganism. It's plant-based. I'm not, this sounds terrible, but I'm not against a good steak. And I know, having grown up in farm country, where that good steak came from, and I'm appreciative. I really am. So, I'm not doing that for that reasons. I'm doing it for, health reasons, and it seems to be working, so, hey, whatever. If it's working, keep going, right? So, I'm excited about 2021. Been working on my plans, and I'm excited about my new ideas for 2021. I got my cool book. This is the Darren Hardy, Your Best Year Ever kind of book. I love this book. And see, I told you, I've been filling it out, working on that. What's your goals? There's all sorts of fun diagnostics for personal life and business life and that sort of thing. And that you can go through and figure out, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to change about my life? Where do I want to focus for 2021? So I'm a gal with a plan. Mr. B's got a plan, and we sit together and we work on our plan for 2021 together. What's our plan together? And then what's our plan separately? Because he's got his own business and I've got my business. So I was talking to Brian this morning. I said, this is kind of, people talk about working from home because it's new to a lot of folks. Brian and I have worked from home for many, many years. I usually travel quite a bit. So that has been new recently, to not actually leave this state, which is what I really want to do at this point. But it's funny, I just live a very fluid life. I will wake up and I'll, answer email, go fix my breakfast, sweep the floor, throw in some laundry, figure out a report, do some budgeting, do some projecting. I'll work with my staff. I'll and then next thing, I might work with my staff and the very next minute be sweeping the floor. and then, just sometimes when I just need to breathe for a minute, I'll be sitting there crocheting because it's a stress reliever for me. So, and then at night, when I'm sitting and watching TV, that's why I think I like to do blankets or the stitches that are very rhythmic and very, you don't have to put a lot of brain power into it. Because I spend so much brain power during the day, just give me a double crochet. Okay. I don't want to have to think too much, all right? So, or a repeating pattern. That's why I like blankets. Because, you got a long stretch of back and forth, usually repeating patterns. And it doesn't have to get too cray-cray. I admire some of the intricate designs. Are you kidding me? And maybe someday when I'm, I don't ever want to retire, though. I really don't. I have so many business ideas. I do. I have a ton of business ideas. I want to start other businesses. I have $1 million business idea every day. So It ain't for lack of business ideas, and it ain't for lack of want to. But, I'm in my lane right now. I got to stay focused on the business I have, and I enjoy the business I have, so I just got to keep going. But such is our life. It's very... And when you work from home, when it's not COVID time, and even when it is, people come over whenever. I think they think you're not working. I don't know what's happening. And so that happens too. People come in, people come out. Yeah. It's a good life. No complaints here. We're feeling good. We're doing good. Yay. I hope you're doing good. I hope you guys are ready for 2021. Hope you're excited. Got some things looking forward to. And staying on track with our channel is one thing we'd like to do. And we like you guys. We enjoy this community a lot. This is a lot of fun. We like to watch your videos. We've been watching your videos. So, okay, that's all I got. God bless you people. Happy New Year's Eve. And we'll see you soon, okay? All right. Talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for joining me, on the adventure of life, love, and crochet. Okay.